Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel where history meets treasure and ordinary coins reveal extraordinary stories. Today, we're diving into a British classic, the 1970 UK 10 new pence coin with no mint mark. Yes, you heard it right. This coin may just be hiding in your collection, quietly holding immense value. A true gem that collectors all over the world are hunting for. So grab your magnifying glasses, coin books, and your curiosity, because this is one story you won't want to miss. In the world of numismatics, few coins stir as much intrigue as the 1970 10 new pence. At first glance, it seems like any other decimal coin, round, silver, and modest in appearance. But its real story lies in what you don't see, a mint mark. That tiny detail, or lack of it, is exactly why this coin has turned heads and broken records at auctions. It represents the end of an era, the beginning of a new monetary system, and a fascinating chapter in British currency history. The coin was minted at a time of great change in the United Kingdom. Decimalisation was just around the corner. The UK was transitioning from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence into the more streamlined decimal system. 1970 marked the final issuance of pre-decimal coins intended for collectors only. And among these, the 10 new pence piece stood out, not because it was flashy or gold-plated, but because it was not intended for general circulation. Unlike most coins minted for everyday use, the 1970 10p was part of a special collector's set known as the Farewell to Pre-Decimalisation proof sets. These sets were issued in small numbers and were never released into circulation. That's why finding one of these coins in pristine condition today is like discovering a time capsule, a perfectly preserved relic from a pivotal moment in British history. Now here's the twist. The coin bears no mint mark. Usually, a mint mark helps identify where the coin was produced, and for collectors, it can make all the difference. The absence of a mint mark on the 1970 10 new pence coin tells us one thing loud and clear. It was crafted with extra precision, likely under the strict standards of the Royal Mint for inclusion in these exclusive sets. Over the decades, this coin has gained cult status among collectors. It's not just the age that matters, it's the story, the rarity, and the historical context. Very few of these coins have surfaced in auctions, and even fewer in flawless, uncirculated condition. Demand is constantly rising, and so is the price. How much is it really worth today? Well, here's where it gets exciting. While average examples might trade hands for modest sums, those in perfect proof condition can fetch hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars or pounds. One top-tier specimen has reportedly sold for up to $3,000 in private collector circles. And as interest in historical UK coinage grows, that number could climb even higher. Why is it so valuable? It's not just about rarity, it's about legacy. This coin is a symbol of transition, a frozen moment in time when Britain redefined its money. That kind of symbolism adds tremendous collector value. Owning this coin isn't just about adding a shiny piece to your album. It's about holding a fragment of history. Collectors prize this coin for more than just its market price. The design itself is iconic, featuring the crowned lion, a classic representation of British pride and strength. It's a powerful image, one that evokes national heritage and royal symbolism. Combine that with limited mintage and pristine preservation, and you have the perfect recipe for a highly sought-after coin. You might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one? Start by checking your old coin collections, or perhaps those handed down from grandparents. Look for the 1970 date, inspect the coin's edge, and remember, no mint mark is a key detail. If the coin is enclosed in a Royal Mint collector's set from that year, you've likely struck silver. Even if your 1970 10p coin isn't proof grade, it still holds serious potential. Values will vary based on condition, packaging, and authenticity, but even circulated examples are becoming increasingly scarce. Each passing year makes these coins harder to find, and as they vanish into private collections, their value is bound to increase. The Royal Mint has long been known for its craftsmanship, and this coin is no exception. Its fine finish, sharp details, and historical relevance make it more than just metal. It's a masterpiece. Many experts consider the 1970 10 new pence one of the crown jewels of British decimalisation memorabilia. In auctions, these coins often spark bidding wars, especially when sold in their original sets. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, this coin should be on your radar. It's not just a coin, it's an investment in history. Imagine selling one of these coins to an international buyer who's been searching for years. Imagine holding in your hand a coin worth more than 1,000 times its face value. That's not fantasy. That's the real-world magic of the 1970 10 new pence. So, what should you do now? Take out your coin folders, inspect your collections, and maybe even ask your family if they've kept old UK coins. This coin isn't just hiding in museums. It could be sitting in your own drawer, waiting to be discovered. In the world of rare coins, timing is everything. Don't wait until these coins are locked away in private vaults forever. The market is hot, the demand is strong, and the 1970 10 new pence is rising fast in value. Next up, the legendary 1971 UK 10 new pence coin without a mint mark. This is not just a piece of metal, but a time capsule, a fragment of currency history that carries far more weight than its face value suggests. The 1971 10 new pence coin is a direct product of the historic decimalisation of the British currency system. On February 15, 1971, the United Kingdom officially switched from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the modern decimal currency we use today. This major shift in monetary policy meant that brand new coins had to be produced, and fast. That year, the Royal Mint struck a fresh series of coins, and among them was the stunning, now rare, 10 new pence. Crafted in copper nickel and featuring the crowned lion, the symbol of British strength and tradition, this coin was meant to be the workhorse of the new decimal coinage. It carried Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse and was larger than today's 10p coins, measuring 28.5 millimeters in diameter. The absence of a mint mark was standard for circulating British coins at the time, but in today's collector market, that no mint mark variation has taken on a new level of significance. What makes this particular 1971 10 new pence coin so valuable isn't just its age, but its historical context, its quality of preservation, and the fierce demand among collectors who are seeking pristine, uncirculated examples. Especially in proof-like or brilliant uncirculated condition, this coin commands strong prices on the collector's market. Some examples in mint state condition have been sold for $5,000 to $7,000, and in rare cases, even more depending on demand and auction competition. Now, you might ask, why would a coin with millions of mintage become so sought after? The truth is, not many survived in excellent condition. Circulated coins became worn quickly, and over the decades, many were melted down or lost. What we are left with is a limited number of high-grade coins that serve as relics of a major turning point in British currency. Let's not forget the emotional and historical value attached to this coin. For those who lived through decimalisation, holding this coin brings back vivid memories of a changing Britain, a time of transition, modernisation, and economic restructuring. That sense of nostalgia has added a whole new layer of value to the 1971 10p, pushing demand even higher. One of the most exciting elements about this coin is that you could actually have one lying unnoticed in an old coin jar, a drawer, or a relative's collection. If you're lucky enough to find a 1970 110 new pence coin in top condition, consider yourself in possession of a hidden treasure. These coins are often the sleeper hits in coin collections, quietly gaining value as time moves forward. Numismatists and investors alike recognize that early decimal coins like the 1971 10p are growing in popularity. With the original large-size 10p withdrawn from circulation in 1993, and the smaller, lighter version taking its place, the original coins became obsolete, and with obsolescence comes rarity. That's why collectors now scour the market for the finest examples. If you're wondering how much you could sell one of these coins for, the answer depends on condition and market timing. Coins in average circulated condition may fetch modest sums, but in uncirculated or proof quality, you're looking at a price tag that can soar up to $8,000, or even more if sold at a specialist auction with the right buyer. Online marketplaces like eBay and coin collector forums have recorded several transactions at these levels. This is why you must never underestimate the power of old currency. Every coin has a story, and the 1971 10 new pence, without mint mark, has a story rooted in a pivotal moment of national change. Its value is only expected to increase as more collectors seek out the key pieces of British decimal history. To truly appreciate this coin's worth, think of it not just as money, but as a historic artifact. You are holding the first generation of decimal coinage in your hand, a direct link to the past. That alone makes it priceless in the eyes of many passionate collectors. And let me tell you, demand is not slowing down. Coin expos, auctions, and online dealer sites consistently show spikes of interest in 1971 decimal coins. Buyers from across the UK and beyond are eager to get their hands on quality specimens, especially those preserved in original mint brilliance. So if you have one of these coins, don't ignore it. Protect it, get it graded if it looks pristine, and start researching the best ways to market it to collectors. A certified 1970 110 new pence in top condition can be your gateway to a great profit and a deeper connection to UK coinage history. For those who don't have one yet, now is the time to start looking. Visit local flea markets, check coin fairs, browse online auctions, and ask older family members. You'd be surprised how often rare coins are found in the most unexpected places. The beauty of collecting lies in the thrill of the hunt and the joy of discovering something extraordinary in the ordinary. The 1970 110 new Pence coin, with its elegance, legacy, and hidden potential, fits that description perfectly. Next up, the 1973 UK 10 new Pence coin with no mint mark. This isn't just a coin, it's a silent collector's gem, a piece of British numismatic legacy, and perhaps one of the most surprising discoveries in your own change jar. So buckle up, because what you're about to learn might just turn your spare change into serious cash. The year was 1973, a pivotal moment for the United Kingdom as it officially joined the European Economic Community, what would later evolve into the European Union. To commemorate this historic milestone, the Royal Mint released a limited edition of special 10 new Pence coins. But among these, some were struck without the usual mint mark, either as an intentional commemorative gesture or a rare error. And that's where the treasure lies. Unlike standard circulation coins, these 1973 10p coins with no mint mark were never meant to blend in. They carry historical weight and collector mystery. Many people aren't even aware they exist. That's why when one surfaces, the numismatic community lights up with interest. Serious collectors, auctioneers, and coin dealers keep a watchful eye for this elusive piece. Now, why is it considered so valuable? Because rarity plus historical relevance equals high demand. When it comes to coin collecting, it's all about supply and demand. And in the case of the 1973 10 new pence with no mint mark, the supply is shockingly limited. Only a handful are believed to exist outside official mint sets, and very few have been authenticated in high grades. That makes each one a crown jewel for collectors. This coin wasn't just made for circulation. It was built to symbolize unity, heritage, and national pride. That's why the obverse features the crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, beautifully detailed, representing continuity and stability during a year of change. On the reverse, the design showcases the proud symbol of a crowned lion, a long-standing emblem of England. Together, these two sides represent a timeless snapshot of British culture. But let's talk money. How much can one of these really be worth? While standard 1973 10p coins are relatively common, one in mint condition without a mint mark can fetch serious figures. In recent years, coin collectors have seen such rare examples being offered for $9,700, $12,000, even exceeding $14,000, depending on the condition and authenticity. Some passionate buyers on niche auction platforms have gone even further, paying upwards of $16,500 or more just to complete their collection. That's right, a single coin that may be sitting quietly in a drawer or passed through hands without a second thought could actually be worth a small fortune. And every time a new one appears on the market, it stirs a frenzy among dedicated UK coin collectors. These coins are not just purchased, they are hunted. Interest in this specific coin is growing rapidly. Online marketplaces report search volumes in the thousands every month. Collectors' forums are buzzing with questions about how to identify a no-mint mark 1973 10p. YouTube channels like this one continue to receive messages from people asking how to know if their coin is the real deal. In short, yes, many people want to buy it, and even more are looking for it every single day. What makes this coin even more desirable is the mystery behind its existence. Why were some struck without mint marks? Was it an error? A trial piece? Or something more ceremonial? The Royal Mint has never officially confirmed the exact reason. This uncertainty adds even more mystique, making it irresistible to elite coin hunters who specialize in rare variants and mint anomalies. The thrill of this hobby lies not just in collecting, but in discovering. You might be holding on to something that millions of people would love to get their hands on. That's why the 1973 10p coin with no mint mark isn't just valuable. It's exciting, it's rare, and it's a legacy item. Even those who aren't die-hard collectors are starting to take notice. In fact, social media groups dedicated to rare UK coins have seen explosive growth, with posts about the 1973 10p gaining hundreds of likes and comments. The interest is there, the demand is real, and the market is getting hotter by the day. If you think finding one is a long shot, remember this. People have uncovered rarer coins from forgotten jars, attic boxes, and old purses. The UK has millions of older decimal coins still in circulation, so it's absolutely worth checking your change, especially older collections from family members. And if you do happen to find one, don't rush to sell it immediately. Get it professionally graded. The condition matters a lot. A coin in mint or near mint state can multiply in value. There are grading services in the UK that can certify its rarity, authenticity, and quality. That certification alone can turn a casual discovery into an investment-grade asset. This coin is also special because it marks the beginning of a new era, the UK's entry into Europe. Whether or not Britain remained in the EU long-term, this coin remains a symbol of that historic chapter. It's more than metal, it's memory, it's meaning, and it's money in your pocket, literally. So to all the treasure hunters out there, this is your wake-up call. The 1973 UK 10 new pence coin with no mint mark is a rare and valuable piece of British history. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be sitting on a collectible worth hundreds, even thousands of pounds. Keep your eyes open, your change jars close, and your spirit of discovery alive. The next great coin could already be yours. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Next up, the 1975 UK 10 new pence coin, the version with no mint mark. This isn't just a coin, it's a slice of history, a collector's dream, and potentially, a small fortune hiding in plain sight. Back in 1975, the Royal Mint continued the decimalisation revolution that had begun in the UK just a few years earlier. Among the circulating coins, the 10 new pence stood tall, not just in size, but also in significance. It was struck in cupronickel, large and bold, featuring the crowned lion on the reverse and the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. The design symbolised strength, continuity, and national pride. What makes the 1975 10 new pence coin so interesting is that it was part of a limited production run compared to earlier years. Although millions were minted, the real rarity emerges when we talk about coins without any visible mint mark. These no mint mark examples are particularly sought after by seasoned collectors who understand the nuance of British coinage. While it may seem like a common piece to the untrained eye, the 1975 10p coin, without a mint mark, has quietly gained legendary status among numismatists. Coins that were minted without a mint mark often have historical significance. Sometimes they were minted as trial runs, or sometimes they slipped through production due to errors or unique circumstances. And those coins become the real gems of any collection. Now you may be wondering, how many people actually want to buy this coin? The answer might surprise you. On popular coin trading platforms and collectors' forums, the demand for clean, uncirculated, or error-marked 1975 10p coins has been steadily rising. Collectors from the UK, the United States, Australia, and even parts of Europe are all showing serious interest in building their decimal collection with this specific year. The reason this coin is so desirable is not only because of its historical context, but because of the beauty and boldness it carries. The lion design by Christopher Ironside is one of the most beloved in the history of British coinage. And this design, struck without a mint mark in a year like 1975, becomes a talking point in any collection. What about the value? Well, let's talk numbers. While an average circulated version of the 1975 10p coin might fetch a few pounds, a high-quality specimen, especially one with proof-like surfaces, no mint mark, or an error, can go for as high as $18,000 or more. That's right, from pocket change to a potential triple-digit sale, all depending on condition, rarity, and collector interest. The highest recorded prices for 1975 10 new pence coins in pristine condition have even reached up to $19,000 in specialist auctions, especially when combined with documented provenance or grading. And it doesn't stop there. In private sales, particularly among elite collectors, prices can sometimes go beyond standard auction estimates. After all, when you want the final missing piece of your collection, you're willing to pay a premium. So why was this coin made in the first place? The 1975 10p coin continued the decimal transition of the British currency system, which aimed to simplify and modernise the monetary system. Before decimalisation, the UK operated on pounds, shillings, and pence, a system that was difficult to manage in modern commerce. The 10p coin replaced the florin, and its large format was designed to ease this transition. The no-mint mark versions are believed to be from trial strikes or special early production batches. This theory adds another layer of excitement for collectors. They offer a glimpse into the minting process of that era, a small error or deviation that ended up creating something truly valuable today. Another reason this coin is so loved is because of the nostalgia it carries. Many people alive today remember using this exact coin for daily purchases, whether it was for school snacks, public phones, or even public transport. Holding this coin in your hand isn't just about numismatics. It's about holding a memory of Britain in the 1970s. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your change drawer or passed down from a relative, don't underestimate its potential. Take a close look. Is there any unusual detail? Is the edge perfect? Is there a missing mint mark? If so, you might be holding a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Now let's talk about the future. As more and more of these coins disappear into permanent collections, the number of available specimens on the market shrinks. That means the value will only go up as demand continues to climb. The 1975 10 new pence no-mint mark coin is not just valuable today, it's an investment for tomorrow. Collectors and dealers alike are always on the lookout for well-preserved examples of this coin. And with numismatics gaining popularity on social media and online auctions, we're witnessing a coin renaissance where older decimal pieces are finding new fame. The thrill of discovering a rare coin in your own possession is unmatched. Imagine flipping through an old box of change, only to spot the bold lion of the 1975 10p staring back at you. That moment could change everything, and might even lead you to a new passion or business. There are Facebook groups, YouTube channels, and entire websites dedicated to helping people just like you uncover the hidden treasure in everyday coins. The 1975 10p is regularly mentioned in these spaces, and collectors share stories of how they turned a forgotten coin into a prized collectible. This is your invitation to check your change, inspect your jars of coins, and maybe even call up your parents or grandparents to see if they've held on to any older British currency. Because who knows, the 1975 10p without a mint mark could be waiting for you. So next time you see that silver coin with the crowned lion, don't overlook it. It may just be one of the most valuable pieces in your collection. And if it's the no mint mark version, congratulations, you're holding a historic and financial gem. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing. Because in the world of coins, even the smallest piece can carry the greatest value. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries and hidden treasures waiting to be found in your pocket.